these are industrially relevant and how many of these are really converted into companies or products or patents. That is the real measure for all of us. So internally, we should have a mechanism by which we measure how many projects of our team are really getting into patents, products, and if possible, incubation. So that's the idea. Ministry is trying to help us in that thought process. That is why they say I and E, innovation and entrepreneurship. Lots of funding schemes also available. Many people are not using it. There is something called an EDC, then IEDC is there, Innovation Entrepreneurship Development Council, and then there's a new gen IEDC. There's a NIDI, variety of, and also pre-incubation centers. Many centers, they are funding. The point is, if our projects can be converted into products, and if we establish a methodology by which this is repeatedly done, then the government offers funds for this. Unfortunately, many of us don't do it. Our projects go into a bound book, that's all. Worst case, it may turn out into a publication. Even that, the success rate of final year work getting into a publication is very rare. That is my experience in mechanical. The guys do something and then they go off. We don't get the correct data. So basically, our requirement is we must have a team of people who look at our final year projects or any other project for that matter, even ME projects. Are we converting it into a product? Are we getting it towards implementation? That is innovation and entrepreneurship. So for that, there are a lot of schemes available. They're now trying to teach us Innovation Ambassador is a scheme. Then they are trying to evolve a startup policy. They're telling what all should be there in a startup policy, how to involve a student with his attendance, how to involve a faculty when he is already employed in the college, etc. etc. Those guidelines are given by government itself. They are now demanding all colleges must have a NASP. So just a minute, my battery is running low. Sorry. So they are giving a guideline. For that, we have now started with Mahesh writing the NASP policy. We have sent one round to Anand, the marketing person, then to alumni. They have given a lot of suggestions. It is now in the final stages for approval by Madam. So if that policy comes, we'll get an idea about how our projects can be taken to the next level. There is also an incubation center already available, even though a full-time person is not there. The position is sanctioned. There is an incubation company in our college. There is one step ahead of all the other colleges. But if you go to this website of Ministry of Environment, Ministry of Education and look at the schemes, there are about 1,500 Innovation Institution Council. So our competitors are there, about 1,500 colleges. We have to compete with them, engineering itself. Overall, there are about 2,500. So please go through their website, you'll get some understanding. Then if you go back and see, every year they conduct an institution innovation competition. Our students will participate in just like a hackathon. It is not getting that much publicity like hackathon gets. But here they are looking at the product development of the students. Those ideas which are possible to be taken to the next level, they are nurturing it to the second level. If you go to that list and see, there are about 300 projects shortlisted for second stage from Tamil Nadu, and we are not there. Maybe because we are not having the Institution Innovation Council, we did not participate. This year, we must participate. So that's the idea. So as far as the scheme is concerned, government is giving you multiple methods to compete. They are having an annual innovation competition. So get your students to go there. And for funding, you can develop your own pre-incubation centers. Many possibilities are there. But college-wise, we already have gone to the next stage. Incubation itself is available. So now our job is to match the gap available. Institution has got an incubation center. Government is helping people to go towards that only. Let us use those schemes and come back to it. And the other measure we can have is what is the percentage of projects, particularly final year and ME, which is getting converted into a patent or a product. If you start looking at it, we'll be growing. So all other activities will be only towards that, how to get an ideation for a product, how to build it to the next level, prototyping, then design thinking to involve the problem owners into the solution development, etc., etc. All these methodologies we may have to learn. But the end point is, starting point is students and their projects. Endpoint must be the patent and the incubation. So that's the idea. How do you move from this to that is what we are supposed to do in the Innovation Council. My personal belief would be, finally, all these IIC members should should have a liaison with the project team members or project faculty of the department, and then try to measure how many of our projects are getting converted into pay. That will be the right measure to look at it. With that as a background, I'll hand over to Sayyiday. Let's see what has happened and what we should do towards that. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. So, as you said, we are also trying to get the information from the project team in charges for the innovation projects, so that we'll try to see how many projects can be converted into patent. So, that work I have started already, so that we'll focus towards it, and then we'll try to bring out how many projects can be converted into patents, sir. Surely, sir. The next agenda is innovation ambassador registration. So this is one of the important aspect that has been given by the IIC. So myself and Suresh Kumar sir have registered for it. And what is this innovation ambassador is nothing but the IIC members are eligible to attend the series of training which will be given by MHRD in the area of IPR, innovation and entrepreneurship. So what they have specified is they'll be conducting 3 to 4 series of training in the month of June and July 2021. The date they have not mentioned. So once we attend all these 4 series, we will be designated as IIC Innovation Ambassador. So once we successfully complete the 4 set of training series given by this IIC MHRD, we will be getting the certificate of IIC Innovation Ambassador. So once we get that certificate, we can act as a resource person for other IIC institute, because there is an important agenda in all the activities of IIC, training given by Innovation Ambassador. That is one mandatory activity which has been given by IIC. That one benefit we'll be getting. And then as sir suggested, every year IIC is conducting National Innovation Contest across our nation. So for that, Innovation Ambassador will act as mentors. That benefit also will be given. And for that innovation contest, we will be selecting the ideas from our college, and then we'll be finally sending to IIC. And if they are selected, then those projects, they're getting around 3 to 4 lakhs, and they will be sent to the international level also for India-Canada program and India-South Korea program. And for that also, the innovation ambassadors are eligible to act as mentors. So these advantages we have once we get the certificate of IIC Innovation Ambassador. So what is our aim is, because May 15th is the last date for registration of the Innovation Ambassador, they have given maximum 10 people among the IIC members are eligible for registration. So if any of them interested in attending this training program, then they can tell the name, so that we will upload it in the portal of the IIC.
Thank you, ma'am. Very good morning to one and all present here. So now I'm going to read out the list of activities which we have carried out for Q3 on behalf of IIC SSN. So on February 6th, we have organized a workshop on IPR rights and IP management for startup by our principal sir. The coordinates for the program are Dr. S. Chitra, Dr. K. S. Jaykumar, and Dr. R. Vimal Samsing. On February 6th, same day, the workshop on mentorship session for innovators in association with Department of Biomedical Engineering was organized. The coordinators for the department are Dr. R. Vijay and Dr. R. Nitya. February 13, we have organized an interactive session with successful startup founder using by ECE department under the coordination of Professor N. Venkateswaran and Dr. S. Ramprabhu. February 27th, we conducted a professional development seminar on enhancing skill for professional success by EC department faculties Dr. K.T. Silvan sir and Dr. B. Ramani ma'am. March 1st, 2021, we organized a workshop on innovation and entrepreneurship by Dr. Prahalad. The organizing department was EEE department. The coordinators were Dr. B. Kamaraj, Dr. R. Sailai, Dr. R. Ramaprabha, and Dr. M. Balaji. March 3rd, again, we organized webinar on the innovation mandate for product development. Again, the same department, the EEE department. The coordinators were Dr. R. Sailai, Dr. S. Suresh Kumar, and Dr. M. Balaji, and Dr. D. Umarani. March 27th, we have organized a webinar on recent trends in world of patents by Cedric Manuel, C Intelligence. Coordinators were Dr. R. Sailey and myself. April 23, faculties of SSN have successfully attended a webinar talk organized by AICTE from your PhD to master's thesis to a startup. So the chief guest was Dr. Anand Deshpande. So the team of IIC of SSN successfully attended the program. So totally we have, for quarter 3, we have conducted 8 events, and many of the events have successfully uploaded in IIC web portal. Within another 1 or 2 days, we will be completing the entire uploading of all the events. Now we are waiting for the quarter 4 events. Thank you.
Sir, I'll be sharing the quarter 4 events to be conducted. So these are the quarter 4 events. So I request faculties here, Mahesh sir, Srinath sir, Ambedkar sir, so that if you can conduct any of the events, so that we can plan for completing the quarter 4 activities also. So these are the events which we are supposed to complete it for quarter 4, and the deadline is June 30th. We have to complete the events. So we have to choose 1 mandatory and 3 elective. So minimum 3 elective, but more than that also we can complete the activity. So session 8, yeah, session 8 we are handling. Session 8 will be handled by myself and Suresh Kumar sir. Orientation session by Innovation Ambassador. And if any other events, if you are interested, you can just tell us so that we can mark it, and then those activities can be completed by you. Yes, sir.
That's what, ma'am. We can finalize our choice now. That 8 we can conduct orientation session.
Yes, sir. Balaji sir, Mahesh sir, Ambedkar sir.
Startup startup related.
Session 2 serial number 2. Correct, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Startup. So startup.
Workshop
the guidelines circulate. I will circulate it, sir, because they have given guidelines for each program. That I will circulate, sir, because for each program they have given the guidelines. So session 2 you will be doing. Okay, sir?
Yeah.
Not necessary that the individual should do it. It is okay if they arrange.
Yes, sir.
If you have an alumni who can talk about it, that is okay. Nothing, not that you should talk about it.
Okay, sir. Sure, sir.
Responsibility to conduct it.
Conduct the event.
Yes, sir. Got it, sir.
Other events?
Maybe we can circulate and let